My mom said she treated all her children equally. I didn't realize equality looked different in our house. Growing up, my mother always insisted she loved all three of her children the same. Whenever anyone joked about favorites, she'd immediately shut it down. I don't have favorites. She said it so often that eventually everyone stopped questioning it, including me. I was the middle child. My older brother Daniel was the athlete, the one who won trophies, the one teachers remembered, the one relatives bragged about during family gatherings. My younger sister Emily was the opposite. Quiet, sweet, the baby of the family. Everyone naturally protected her. Then there was me. Not exceptional, not troublesome, just there. As a kid, I didn't think much about it. Every family has different personalities, different dynamics. That's normal. But looking back, small things stand out now. When Daniel forgot chores, Mom would laugh and say he was busy. When I forgot chores, I got a lecture about responsibility. When Emily made mistakes, she needed understanding. When I made mistakes, I needed consequences. At the time, none of it seemed important, because every individual moment felt too small to challenge. It was only when years passed that the pattern became visible. Then came college. Daniel's tuition was mostly covered by my parents. They called it an investment in his future. A few years later, Emily received similar help. Again, completely understandable. Family supporting family. When my turn came, things were different. Suddenly money was tight. Budgets were complicated. Resources were limited. I ended up taking student loans, working nights, figuring things out myself. And honestly, I never complained. Life isn't always fair. I accepted that. What bothered me wasn't the money. It was the explanation. The insistence that everyone was being treated equally when the reality felt different. Years later, all three of us were adults. Daniel bought a house. My parents helped with a down payment. Emily got married. My parents paid for a significant part of the wedding. Again, I stayed quiet until one evening during a family dinner. The conversation somehow shifted toward finances, and my mother proudly said something she'd said countless times before. We've always treated all our children equally. For some reason, that was the moment. Maybe because I was older. Maybe because I was tired. Maybe because I finally trusted my own memory. But I looked at her and asked a simple question. Really? The room went silent. Then I started listing examples. College, housing, support, opportunities. Not angrily, just factually. My mother looked shocked, genuinely shocked, as if she had never considered the possibility. Then she said something I still think about. That's not how I remember it. And maybe she was telling the truth, because people don't always see favoritism when they're the ones creating it, especially when they convince themselves every decision had a good reason. The conversation ended awkwardly. Nobody yelled. Nobody stormed out. But something changed. For the first time, I stopped trying to force my experiences to match her version of reality, because sometimes people can love you and still treat you differently. Not out of cruelty, not out of hatred, just habit, bias, preference, the quiet human tendency to justify unequal choices. My relationship with my family survived, but it became more honest after that, because pretending something isn't happening doesn't make it disappear. It just makes the person experiencing it feel invisible. So here's the question. If someone insists they've treated everyone equally, but their actions tell a different story, should you trust their intentions or the pattern you've been living with for years?